Remember that your escapes should be healthy, right? Because your escapes can be, you know, alcohol or some type of substance. It could be another person.
Your love, I'm gonna make you mine. There's something special about your love. I think it's one of a kind.
Just be supportive of that, and just like Dan said, is like, I may be underestimating the fact that, like, you know, he just, and of all people, right? Someone who's gone through working 6 days straight at times, I understand the toll that it can make on your body, especially working 3 days straight. Okay, people might be like,
you don't want your only time to be a rest to be when you were knocked out, drooling, passed out. Like, you want some of your downtime to be like, oh my God, I don't want to hear boom, 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 doom, 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 doom.
When you close your eyes, you hear that?
I don't. I don't have that issue.
I used to have that hard body.
But I did say to my to one of my coworkers, right? I was saying, yo, there's a YouTube video with somebody has those sounds.
So and it has to sleep that way?
Millions of views on it, and I'm like, how? That's sick, bro. That's really weird.
That, you know, but there's a sadness in that though.
Because in our break room, we still hear that, and like somebody was saying,
why do they have that in the break rooms?
Bro, somebody was saying one of my girls was saying it and she was like, well, you know, if we were talking about like, and it was something about like, you know, finding peace or whatever. It's like, why do we need to be able to hear that noise in the break room?
You're on a
break. For what? I'm on my break.
Okay. If it's like a code pink or something, and like everybody has to go.
But there's no reason that there's an actual dinging
the call light bell
thing.
You never feel at ease when you're trying to eat and take your
trying to use a bathroom.
Your non-paid
trying to sit
break.
Down.
Like, it's
for
crazy.
like that little half an hour that I have, and all I'm listening to is bong, 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 and it's like, bruh.
Yo, there used to be one at
That's why you need to walk outside. On your break, go outside. Go outside the damn building.
You know, I watched a TikTok that was about that, and this woman was saying that. You didn't say that, wasn't you, right? This woman was saying, no, you didn't say that to me. This is can't remember her name, but she has a new show on PBS. I was showing you her. I'll try to put the link in below. But she was saying, she's like, yo, you're not getting paid for this. Take your break outside. Go outside, because she's like, sometimes you going to work at night and you leaving work at night, right? So make sure you get your little bit of sun outside, get your vitamin D, and just like refresh.
It's a little bit more dangerous for us, like night crew, to be like, yo, go outside.
But sometimes, like, yo, even if it's just to stand out in front of the ER.
Yeah, like, you know,
our stand
we
out.
We have the that like outside courtyard thing or whatever.
The atrium thing.
Hopefully it's not locked at night. I've never been in there.
I've never been up there yet. I don't know. I'm not sure. I passed it, and it's so dark outside I can't really see.
But yeah, like, get off your floor then. At least get off your floor, because it's not it's not healthy.
I definitely agree with that. That's definitely true. You know, that's why you give a report to somebody to cover your shift. Like, yo, if you need me, call me on the phone. And then even that, try not to call me on the phone. But like, yo, get away and get a little mind, get your mind away from that.
So I think it's just healthy that you don't, you shouldn't have to marry another nurse to be able to say like, okay, I don't know what you're going through right this second in time.
But I do appreciate knowing that, like, and I think you appreciate that like, yo, I've been through that. But I do want to say that thank you for communicating that to me. At the time, I wasn't really receptive to what you were saying, but thank you for saying like, yo, I think you underestimate that, because I never want to underestimate any aspect of your life.
I just don't want you to be drowning in your own situation so much that you get blind to my situation, and vice versa. I don't want to come home and be like, yo, I just worked 4 days, yo. I'm not trying to hear Kellan did this and Kellan did that, because like I'm tired. Like, I might need you to nudge me and be like, babe, can you go bathe him? And I might be like, all right, yeah, let me go bathe him or whatever. But that's what I'm saying, because I'm not going to be in the most optimal, like, yes, what's going to be the most productive, because I think it's unhealthy to always be doing what is the most optimal and most productive thing all the time. If you don't have if you don't have unscheduled or like unconstructive time, I don't think you give your brain enough time. And it can't just be sleep. Sleep can't be the only time that you're not doing something that's like productive.
So like when we first met, right? Dan used to go on World Star, and he literally, like, he would wake up, we would talk for a little bit, and then he'd go on World Star. And I'm like, yo, why do you go on World Star? And he's like, yo, they just got some like ratchet ass like crap on there, like and I'm like, yo, you will spend like time and like killing brain cells, right? And you're like, no, I don't think so. But that was his little like, yo, crazy things that make him laugh. He'd like, yo, you gotta watch this. We talk about a couple of things, but you needed that, right? Just like, yo, there's some like, I think you watch some of these videos and I'm like, this person is analyzing this battle rap, and I'm like, yo, I think you're either just like saying foolishness or you're over analyzing something.
But it's important because like
but he enjoys that.
But I can also do like, we could play a dangerous game where I could say, well, why are you always cooking when I wake up? Like, yo, if you were more productive, you could have cooked at 3 o'clock and be down, blah, 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 and then blah, blah. And it's like, it's dangerous to do that. Like, yo, just because I catch you watching like a YouTube video while you editing, like, yes, you could, we overestimate how well we multitask as human beings, right? But like, yo, if I don't give you some time, like, to be able to like, kind of like.
But this is the thing, when you're in a bad place, right, mentally, emotionally, you can see someone doing the same thing you're doing, and you're like, yo, what the hell are you? Every time I come, I come upstairs, you got your phone in front of you, you playing Sudoku or whatever, and I'm like, yo, what is going on, right?
Yeah.
And then the other person could come downstairs and be like, yo, every time you claim you editing, and I see you watching Tim Tracker. Yeah. You watching Netflix, and so it's like, be able to understand, right? Like, you could always be catching people at different places. And
but
even
it's
if they
also
are
like
doing that,
in
let
management,
them do that.
Like, yo, you can't catch your worker like not working for like 1 second and then be like, oh my god, you just over here chilling. It's like, no, I was probably over here. What could have more than likely been happening is I could have been over here busting my ass, discharging 4 or 5 patients, doing all kinds of stuff, and finally everybody's gone, and like literally I have a second to breathe right now. Allow me to sit down, bro. Don't come and, yo, can you go help this person? You could go out into
the other thing. What are you
talking about?
The other thing to note right now, right, is in relationships, right, what could also end up happening is like, yo, I hear Lisa coming, right? Rush to go and like pretend you're doing something, right? Those are the things that starts to like wear on relationships little by little by little by little, because now you're faking it to please the other person, right? But that's instead of just communicating like, yo, I'm tired, I don't want to do anything.
When I was never a stay-at-home dad, right? But like, take it back to when like I was just going to school full time, right? And you would come home, and then you might see me like playing Xbox or something, right? Like, the thing is, the moment in time that you would come home and catch me doing that specific thing at that particular time, that didn't mean that like at 7 o'clock I wasn't like prepping food, cooking, doing all this. And now you caught me on the moment that you like a good neighbor, State Farm is there, like, yo, you come around the corner, like you just finished doing all kinds of out in all kind of fires. Your manager want to walk around the corner the second you sit down and open your phone and watch some video. And you're like, bruh, where were you when I was over here trying to turn this person, calm this person down so that they not getting mad, asking for the doctor who you don't know where the hell the doctor is or whatever. And I'm just using nursing as an example, but it's the same thing. I can't come through the door at 9:30 in the morning or 8:30 in the morning or whatever it is, or I can't wake up from sleeping from like 1 o'clock or whatever, and come downstairs and watching like somebody's vlog or whatever. The reason I kind of get on you about that now is because I'm like, yo, they watching you. Make sure you're not getting like free views. Like,
but that's
make sure
what you said. I'm commenting.
That's different. That's what I'm saying. But like, I can't get on you and be like, bruh, what have you been doing this whole time? You've been watching the Mitchells this whole time? Like, that's disrespectful, because it's like, yo, bro, when I was sleeping, I don't know what you was doing. You could have been seasoning up everything downstairs, did 4 things of laundry. Kellan could have took his diaper off and wiped it across the carpet, and you just finished sponging out that whole thing, and now you're sitting down for a second, open up the thing, and 10 minutes into watching the Mitchells, here I come down the stairs like, bruh, what you been doing this whole time? So that's where I'm like, yo, like, I just finished listening to boom, 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 and oh my God, where's the doctor? I need to talk to the charge nurse, and all this crap. So I come home and it's like, yo, if I'm not sleeping, I want to hear like some nonsense video or whatever, or some downtime, something that's not constructive. I'm not earning any money from it. I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing it because I'm not watching Yo Gabba Gabba because Kellan's watching it. I'm not doing this. That's like I'm trying to keep abreast on the news or this. I am doing some nonsense that won't enhance anybody's life, including my own, just because it's just an escape from decompress. So it's like, that's what I was saying. That was all I was saying.
I'm gonna wrap it up. But I wanted to know what you just said a while ago, where you said the escape, right? And again, this is gonna be, I'm gonna leave that for another conversation. But what I'm gonna add to that is, remember that your escapes should be healthy, right? Because your escapes can be, alcohol or some type of substance. It could be another person.
Or even if they're healthy.
It could be...
Even if they're healthy escapes. If they're excessive...
Oh, okay.
Because I could be working out, but if I'm excessively working out, or if I'm excessively like, I'm trading stocks, so I'm making money. Yeah, but if you're excessively doing it...
and doing it, it's not like a part of the relationship, that's something that it could be a distraction. So I'm going to leave that. I'm going to remember to add that for our next on our BS, is that like, make sure your escapes work well for the dynamic of the relationship. Yeah. So as you can see, Dan is yawning. So I hope you enjoyed these topical conversations.
I hope you guys appreciate me putting it out on the line there, because there's not a lot of people that's gonna set up an argument. And asking. What's the last thing that I did that annoyed you? But it was important to have that conversation in front of you guys.
That actually might be something that we do more often. That we kind of like might end a segment where, like, when was the last time? What was the last thing that as you did that annoyed you? But no, you don't want to.
I'm not always gonna step into that trap. You crazy?
But yeah, that was a good one. Like I said, I appreciate you sharing that. Because that was a thing, but because what you were saying, you were just saying it, and you weren't trying to say, well, you don't, you weren't bringing it wasn't a contingency on like something that I was doing. It's just, this is how I feel at this moment. Just remember that. So listen to what your partner's saying, and remember, what your partner's saying is not negating how you're feeling and what you're going through. It's just what they're saying.
Sometimes your partner is just telling you what they feel. At that moment in time. Don't always internalize that as a comparison to yourself. But at the same time, be cognizant if you're the one expressing what you feel like. There's a right moment to express that. And maybe in retrospect, I also might have might have picked not the most optimal time to express how I felt at that time.
Yeah.
So.
Cheers.
To living and surviving another day.
We did finish this. I hope you finish your bottle of wine or rosé or champizzle.
Yo, comment below if you opened up a bottle of anything. Just comment what you were drinking.
Yeah, if you open up a box, a bottle, a can, whatever it was, I hope you enjoyed these conversations that we have. Please tune in for the next episode of On Our BS. We are posting, with give or take, episodes of On Our BS. We post pretty much sometimes every day. So
I'm gonna kind of try to keep the clips of it so you don't always have to watch the whole thing all at once.
But if you do and you enjoy doing it that way, then go ahead. But again, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Oh, here she comes. Do it.
What?
Do it. Happy
birthday to you.
No, not the happy birthday. Do the thing you want to do.
What thing? Yo, I'm cheering you. I'm cheering you. Look. Happy birthday to you. May God continue to bless you.
I appreciate that.
May we continue to grow in love each and every day. I love you more than I loved you on December 2nd, 2013.
Go ahead, do the thing.
All right. Peace. Bye, guys.
She don't want to do it all of a sudden. Now she don't want to do the whole
cover it up.
Peace, love, and nappiness or whatever. She don't want to do it all of a sudden. Now she don't want to do the whole
cover it up.
Peace, love, and nappiness or whatever.
Love, I think it's one of a kind. There's something special about your love. I want it all the time. You will always be my inspiration.